What's good, beautiful people? Welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! So, I know that I have been missing in action for a really long time, and that's what prompted me to do this video, is that I wanted to just say hello since I've been gone for a minute. So, let's talk about that. So, the entire month of December, every weekend I have been traveling throughout Saudi. And that was originally because I just wanted to make the best of my experience here. And I wanted to just get back to me. I feel like kind of succumbed to the situation instead of overcoming the situation. And I just figured, if I'm going to be here, I need to travel, get the spirit of travel and adventure back. And I also need to explore. Like, that's just a part of some of the things that I love doing, is exploring a place where I am, whether it's my hometown where I'm from or different places I travel to. And so I just wanted to make sure that I saw more of Saudi than what met the eye here in Abha. Yeah. So the first weekend in December, I visited a friend of a friend. A mutual friend of ours introduced us to each other, and I visited her in Thual, which is like an hour or hour and a half outside of Jeddah in Saudi Arabia. And I visited her. So this was my first experience visiting a compound, and that was a ton of fun. That was a lot of fun. Her compound was just the bomb.com. It was the bomb.com. Really nice. It was also almost like a small town. And so I understand that different compounds, they vary from compound to compound. Some compounds, are not, I guess, that fancy, or they don't have as much, or they're not as big. This one was literally like a small town. Like, it was huge. It was huge. You need a car just to get around. And sometimes they don't even really use cars all the time. Sometimes they use like go-karts, which I rode on a go-kart. It was my first time ever riding on a go-kart. That was hilarious. The second weekend, I went to Riyadh, which is the capital of Saudi Arabia, and I went to a place called the Edge of the World. So we did a bit of hiking and sightseeing, but that was the highlight of that weekend. It was a lot of fun. Third weekend, I went to Jeddah, and Jeddah, everybody loves Jeddah. Everybody loves Jeddah. One of the things that I've noticed about either hearing people say, "Oh, you need to check this out," or, "Oh, this is so much fun here," is that I think desert does something to your mind where it's like maybe they don't have as much, and then, so they have certain things, and then they're blown away by it. My expectations are so high when they talk about things here, and then I get there and I'm like, oh. Some of the time it was the opposite for the Edge of the World. I was looking at pictures and videos, and I'm just like, I don't get it, but everybody's talking about it, so I'll try it out, and I was blown away. But for example, with Abha, when I tell people I'm from Abha, people who are from here, or even some of the foreigners, they're always like, "Oh, I hear it's really green there." Now, I'm from a place where we have tons and tons of public parks. So when you say, or for example, some of the countries I've been to, like Bali or Sri Lanka, when you say a place is really green, ping, that's what I think of. I don't consider Abha as being really green, but then you have to remember your frame of reference. So where am I? I'm in the desert. Most places are, what color is it? It's like this color. Everything is this color all around here, yeah? And so when they get to see bodies of water, or when they get to see greenery, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So I get it, but it's just from my personal frame of reference, I wouldn't consider it green, but it definitely is more green than other places around here. Now, don't get me wrong, the Corniche in Jeddah was beautiful. It was beautiful. I actually got a chance to catch it at the sunset. And it was lovely. It was lovely. Everybody was out. I happened to be there on a warm day where it was like not too hot and not cold. It was like the perfect weather, so a lot of people were out just enjoying themselves, families and things like that. So that was nice. And I won't get into too much detail because I do plan on doing a video about my travels. And then my last weekend, so last weekend I was back in Riyadh. I was actually supposed to be taking that weekend off, but I was back in Riyadh. So that was cool too. I went on another tour. It wasn't as fun as the first one, but I met a lot of cool people, and so I enjoyed myself quite a bit. And I went to the Park Hyatt Park Hotel for a massage. Oh my gosh, talk about extravagant. I thought that was just the name of the hotel. I wasn't expecting it to be like this huge grounds. Like, I guess it's literally like a park. Like, it's the grounds were really beautiful, and it was right on the Red Sea. That was beautiful. All of that. It was just very, very, very nice. And my massage. I haven't had a massage since I've been here. Oh, May was her name. She was just, it was all lovely, honey. I mean, I wish I had her here in Apa. I would probably go to her every week because my muscles get so tense. And anyway, so this week was the first week that I got a chance to just sit and be still. And honestly, it's what I needed because I had a lot of fun traveling, but traveling is exhausting when you're doing it every single week. Um, and ironically, this is the New Year's Eve weekend, right? Yeah, bad planning. So no, I did not do anything. I didn't do anything for either of the holidays. Honestly, I'm not a huge holiday person. If I can't spend time with family or with close friends to eat well and celebrate life or yada yada yada, then I'm not really, it's not a big deal to me. So was I sad about Christmas? No. Quite frankly, I forgot. No, it was Thanksgiving that I forgot about. I did not realize that Thanksgiving had rolled around. I was like, oh yeah, happy Thanksgiving. All right, so why haven't I been able to post videos? Because number one, I've been traveling every weekend, so I haven't had that spare time to do anything. Um, and then also, life at school has been pretty busy. Life at school has been pretty busy because we've just went through like a thunderbolt thunder round series of quiz 2, midterm 2, and now we're getting ready for finals. So with the quizzes and exams, we have to write them. We have to invigilate them, we have to grade them, and then we have to respond to the students commenting about, can you change my grade for this or that reason. In addition to that, it's like after work, I'm really exhausted for whatever reason. I shouldn't be, but I am. And then also, I was preparing for something else that I needed to do for the past like maybe 3 weeks, whatever. So anyway, that all kept me occupied. But this is a new year video, and that's what it's going to be about. So that's what I want to talk to you about. And my question to you is, what are you going to do in 2017 to transform your life? That sounds kind of big and kind of deep, but every day we are changing. Every day we experience change. And for those of us, I think, who are more conscious and intentional about bettering ourselves, we do experience transformations over time. And I've always been big on that. So in going into the new year, I'm not really into New Year's resolutions, but given the timing of everything, tomorrow is literally a new day. It's a brand new day and a brand new year. And for those of you who feel like you need to change something in your life, or you're not happy with your life, or you're just ready for something new, what are you going to do this year to uproot whatever is negative or uproot whatever is not working, get rid of it, and then start implementing new positive things in your life to change you, or to change your circumstance, or to change the way you think. Okay? Because as Dr. Wayne Dyer always used to say, When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change, right? So, travel, people always say that travel brings out this soul searching part of you, or it shows yourself the real you. And a lot of that is true, especially when you live somewhere else. These past 3 or 4 years, my life has been a little bit topsy-turvy in terms of emotionally and spiritually and mentally. And living in Korea grew me up so much mentally and emotionally. And again and again, life has challenged me to look at myself and look at my life and see how or if I will stand tall in my truth, as they say, or in wherever I am at that moment. And I don't always measure up. I don't always measure up in being confident in where I am at a certain point in my life. Why? Because we always think that we know better and we don't, yeah? So we always think that I'm supposed to be here or I should be here. And that's the wrong kind of language to talk to yourself about. And comparing yourself with anybody else is always wrong. Yeah? It's just anti-progressive. It's pointless. So let's get to the point real quick. So in an effort to start the year off right for myself, I don't remember when I got this book. I couldn't use it for the actual life class or whatever it was that it was for. So I ended up just using it as my gratitude journal. So I'm sharing with you some things that I'm going to be doing for the new year, but for transformation, positive transformation. But then I'm also maybe sharing with you some tips, not tips, but practices that you can use for yourself if it interests you. And so what I wanted to share with you were my personal 4 cornerstones of transformation for 2017. Okay? Number 1. The first 2 are quotes. Okay? The first 2 are actual quotes. They're not written by me. Number 1. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. Life becomes easier when you learn to accept the apology you never got. Number 2, discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Discipline is just choosing between what you want now and what you want most. Number 3, be kind and pay it forward. Very simple. That's not really a quote. That's just something that I feel like I need to start practicing more and more often. Be kind and pay it forward. And number 4, this is an old throwback of mine that I came up with maybe like 10 or more years ago. I don't know how long it was that I came up with it. But number 4 is dare to be daring. Dare to be daring. Okay? That's a great motivational thing to like step you out of fear, or if you are fearful to move forward anyway. Be fearful but move forward anyway. And so 4 cornerstones boil down to these 4 words and or principles. Number 1, forgiveness. Number 2, discipline. Number 3, compassion. And number 4, audacity. So those are the things that I'm walking into 2017 with in order to upgrade myself, honey, upgrade my spirituality, upgrade my mental health, upgrade my emotional health, and get started on more discipline for my physical health. So again, Happy New Year to everybody. Please feel free to leave your comments or leave your tips or motivations or things that you're going to change to transform yourself for 2017 in the comment section down below. And let's start a conversation. Let's motivate each other to do to be our best selves in the new year of 2017. All right? Deuces.